This is News 8 Now at noon.
Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at noon. I'm Alexandra Carter. A Trumpealo man who has been missing for at least 2 months has been found dead. Octavio Morales was last seen by his family at the St. Joseph the Workman Cathedral last December. On January 10th, Trumpealo police declared him a missing person. Police say Morales was found dead in the marsh area near Myrick Park Drive and East Avenue on Friday. They say there's no indication of foul play. A 2-year I-94 improvement project in Eau Claire County begins today. Crews are working on I-94 from the US 53 interchange to Mallard Road in the town of Clear Creek. According to the Wisconsin Department of Transportation, construction includes building temporary lanes and resurfacing the I-94 US 53 interchange, approach pavement, and interchange ramps. The bridges over County D and County J highways will also be replaced. There'll be lane closures as the project proceeds. Construction is expected to wrap up in November of 2026.
Well, hey, a good Monday afternoon to you. What a difference a frontal boundary makes. We went from May-like temperatures yesterday, mid to late May-like temperatures, to rain and chillier conditions today. Some much-needed moisture. A live look through CityCam will show scattered showers around the downtown La Crosse area, and we've even seen some lightning strikes and heard some rumbles of thunder as well. A little radar tour. You can see some more persistent showers right through La Crosse and to the north and east up near Black River Falls and north and west of Stevens Point, and then that line continues into northeastern Iowa. And again, you can see some of those lightning strikes on the radar there showing up from time to time in this activity as it continues to lift to the north and to the east. Otherwise, we'll throw in the cloud cover and you can see plenty of that. So it's going to be cloudy and much cooler today. In fact, temperatures in the 30s and 40s. Compare that to the low to mid 70s yesterday, and we will see highs today only around 45 degrees with periods of showers, maybe some thunder, some small hail in some of the storms, even some sleet or mix in spots at times as well. What about the rest of the week? I'll have that 8-day forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, Bill, we'll see you then. Thank you. There's a possible shift from the Biden administration on Israel's war with Hamas, with Vice President Kamala Harris calling for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza. That comes as a top Israeli cabinet member meets with U.S. officials today in Washington, sending more than 38,000 meals into the territory where the United Nations says a quarter of the population is one step away from starvation. In Israel, pressure for a ceasefire and hostage release deal is intensifying.
The hostages and the hostages' families are not the enemy. The enemy is Hamas.
Negotiations are underway in Egypt to broker an agreement before the Muslim holy month of Ramadan starts next week. A U.S. official says there's a deal on the table for a 6-week ceasefire that would see the most vulnerable hostages released, but Hamas hasn't agreed to that yet. The Supreme Court has ruled former President Donald Trump cannot be disqualified from running again for president because of his conduct surrounding the January 6th Capitol assault. That unanimous decision found Colorado's Supreme Court ruling was wrong. Skylar Henry reports from the Supreme Court.
The nation's highest court handed former President Donald Trump a unanimous victory, ruling that Colorado cannot keep him off the ballot for the 2024 presidential election.
The rationale here really is we don't want states to be able to do this.
At issue was a narrow Colorado Supreme Court decision in a case brought by voters, arguing Trump should be removed from the state's ballots because he committed insurrection on January 6th and was disqualified under Section 3 of the 14th Amendment, which states, "No person shall be a senator or representative in Congress or elector of president and vice president or hold any office who took an oath and then engaged in insurrection."
We saw what happened when Donald Trump was on the ballot for president and lost. He refused to concede and ultimately incited a violent insurrection.
But during oral arguments in early February, the justices seemed skeptical whether states can use the obscure constitutional provision to kick Trump off the ballot, rather than leaving it up to Congress. The court didn't weigh in on whether January 6th was an insurrection or whether former President Trump engaged in it. The justices instead focused on the structural issue, whether courts can go out on their own and enforce this Civil War era provision, and the unanimous answer was no, they cannot.
without Congress helping us figure out who engaged in an insurrection, whether or not there's a problem, whether or not somebody has been found liable, guilty, whatever it is, it's not up to one state to do it. Congress needs to set the rules here.
In a social media post, the current GOP presidential frontrunner called the Supreme Court decision a big win for America. Trump still faces criminal cases surrounding the events of January 6th. Skyler Henry, CBS News, Washington.
Former President Trump is claiming the criminal cases against him should be tossed because he has presidential immunity. The Supreme Court has agreed to hear arguments on whether he does or does not have immunity. A bipartisan group of senators proposed legislation that will address the migrant crisis at the southern border and provide foreign aid to Ukraine and Israel. If approved, it would give the federal government the power to significantly restrict illegal migrant crossings at the U.S.-Mexico border, dramatically changing immigration law for the first time in decades. The bill would include billions of dollars in aid to Ukraine and Israel and funds to implement new border policies. But the bill faces an uncertain future. House Speaker Mike Johnson has resisted taking up legislation to provide money for Ukraine or deal with the crisis at the southern border. If you made the trek to Trader Joe's recently, there's a widespread recall to tell you about. We'll share the product and what's behind it after the break.
Make next winter fun for your family at Mount Lacrosse. Season passes are on sale. Buy now for next year and ski the rest of this season for free. Stop out or visit us online to get your season pass today. Sale ends March 10th.
If you've been injured in a car accident, call Schwabel, Getz & Sieben today.
Schwabel, Getz & Sieben was in clear communication with me every step of the way. There was a ton of paperwork to complete. Not only are they taking care of the legal aspects, they're listening to you and they're showing empathy, and they've helped so many people, and so they know the journey and they're ready to walk it with you.
You need an experienced attorney on your side. Schwabel, Getz & Sieben.
Asher Laston Exteriors is committed to craftsmanship, innovation, and outstanding customer service as Western Wisconsin's trusted retractable awning and solar screen experts. Sonesta retractable awnings and solar screens protect you from the harsh sun. With over 150 fabrics to choose from and the largest sizes available, you can create shade to match your home and style. Save up to 20% with zero down and no interest or payments for up to 18 months with Sonesta retractable awnings, brought to you by Asher Laston Exteriors.
Looking for laminate or wood flooring? Why choose Carpets To Go? At Wisconsin's premier flooring sales, Carpets To Go has the best in selection and name brands. Forget what you thought about laminate. Today's laminate is better, stronger, and more stylish than ever. Wood flooring brings an elegance to any room, and there's a wood type and stain for every room. With free estimates and design, financing, and installation available, there's no better choice than Carpets To Go at their convenient location in Onalaska.
Transform your skin in one simple step. Introducing Paula's Choice Mandelic and Lactic Acid AHA Liquid Exfoliant. Resurface texture and tone without irritation. 100% soft, smoother, softer, brighter skin. Available at Paula's Choice and Sephora.
You want to feel important, to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things.
We know. We felt that way too.
And that's why we joined the Army National Guard. Take on your legacy.
Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Make next winter fun for your family at Mount Lacrosse. Season passes are on sale. Buy now for next year and ski the rest of this season for free. Stop out or visit us online to get your season pass today. Sale ends March 10th.
Welcome back. Well, make sure to check your freezers. Trader Joe's is recalling over 60,000 pounds of its steamed chicken dumpling soup over fears it could be contaminated with hard plastic. The impacted products have a best by date of March 7th, 2025. No illnesses have been reported so far. Owners of the products in question urged to discard them or return to Trader Joe's for a full refund. Billionaire businessman Elon Musk is suing OpenAI and its CEO Sam Altman, claiming they violated the company's mission by putting profits over benefiting humanity. Musk helped found OpenAI in 2015, but now he claims its contract with Microsoft, quote, represents a stark betrayal of the founding agreement. Musk is asking the court to force OpenAI to give the public access to its models and to repay the money it's making from its dealings with Microsoft. OpenAI and Microsoft didn't immediately respond to CBS News' request for comment. Dune Part 2 topped the weekend box office with a projected $81 million domestically for its debut. That makes it the biggest cinematic hit of the year so far. The Bob Marley One Love biopic is also still going strong at second with $7.4 million projected in domestic earnings over the weekend. Faith-based film Ordinary Angels rounds out the top three, bringing in $3.9 million. That wraps up your afternoon consumer news. As we head to break, here's a live look at the New York Stock Exchange. Stay with us. More news is next.
Todd Holtz enjoys working at Park Bank because it's a small community bank that allows him to get to know his customers in a personal way. Todd also enjoys the great outdoors and the activities that come with camping. So visit Todd at Park Bank in La Crosse to talk about your financial dreams and roughing it.
Hello, I'm Miles Wilkins, owner of the Board Store, and I've had the privilege of serving homeowners from this location for over 34 years. If you're interested in a locally owned company, we are. If you're interested in a veteran-owned company, we are. If you're interested in a licensed contractor, we have been for over 30 years. Above all, if you're interested in the absolute best value for your home improvement dollar, the Early Bird Home Show is your opportunity. Call or visit us soon.
Feeling sluggish or weighed down could be a sign that your digestive system isn't at its best. But a little Metamucil every day can help. Metamucil psyllium fiber, gels to trap and remove the waste that weighs you down, and also helps lower cholesterol and slows sugar absorption to promote healthy blood sugar levels. So you can feel lighter and more energetic. Lighten every day the Metamucil way. Feel less sluggish and weighed down after just 14 days. Sign up for the 2-week challenge at Metamucil.com.
There's been a lot of interest these days. Interest is growing in our rewards-based Kasasa checking account with 3.55 annual percentage yield. Interested? Contact us at Park Bank. Member FDIC.
You've got a Plus service for movies, plus a few Plus services for your favorite TV shows, plus a few extra. Plus, all those pluses add up. I guess that's why there's so many. How about a Plus service that's free? Plus gives you local news, plus weather, plus sports, plus a little extra. News 8000 Plus. The Plus service that's everything local. Plus, it's free. Plus, it's easy to find on any of these. Plus this.
School shootings in the U.S. are at the highest level ever recorded. A study published in Pediatrics found in just the last 5 years, there have been 794 school shootings. That's more than the prior 15 years combined. Researchers also found mass shootings at schools are becoming more deadly. The latest COVID booster shot cuts the risk of moderate or severe COVID by more than half. A nationwide study finds encouraging signs the updated COVID booster does protect against the latest variants. Doctors say Americans should expect the CDC to recommend annual boosters going forward. The first over-the-counter birth control pill approved in the U.S., Opill, is available in stores and online starting this month. It can be bought directly from its own website, opill.com, in the coming days, but it could take a few weeks for the medication to reach pharmacy shelves. Manufacturer Perrigo has a suggested retail price of $20 for a 1-month supply and $50 for a 3-month supply. The company says when taken as directed, Opill is 98% effective at preventing pregnancy. That's in line with the effectiveness of most other birth control pills. A common everyday chemical may be linked to childhood obesity. A study by the American Society for Microbiology found BPA, which is used in eyewear, water bottles, and epoxy resins, can interfere with the hormone functions of the body, especially in obese children. The study's authors say more research needs to be done on the health impact of microplastics. Those were some of today's top health headlines. Here's a live look now at City Cam 8. Looking a little bleak out there. Bill is up next with our forecast.
Are you ready to build your future? Stella Jones Corporation in Bangor is hiring and wants you to apply. Starting wage for laborers up to $18 per hour with a $2,500 hiring bonus. No experience but a great attitude? Then apply today. Stella Jones Corporation is where safety matters and wages sustain a comfortable living. If you have what it takes and can stand behind our railroads, then we want you to apply today.
traveling the country today, just talking to everyday Americans, seeing if they'll make the switch from fossil fuels to geothermal heating and cooling. Have you ever considered using geothermal to fight climate change?
No. Somebody said we were going to be frozen over by now. What do you see?
Well, I did an energy audit on your house. Do you want to see it?
Can we turn the clock back? Save me all this money?
Sounds like I've convinced you to consider the fight against climate change.
That's the secondary benefit, but I mean, I don't mind saving 40 grand.
Get solar and get saving with Olson Solar Energy in the La Crosse area.
When you're talking to someone and you call someone at Olson Solar, it's not someone in Utah, it's not someone in California, it is someone local right here. By doing that, we control the entire process. So we control the project management, we control the design, we control the installation, the electric, the hookup, permitting, and that really sets us apart.
Stop into our location near you or give us a call and ask us about our Earth Day promo.
Turn the key and open the door to your next home with a home loan from Ultra. With a variety of loan options, from buying your very first home to building the home of your dreams, we're here to help make it happen with a local connection you trust. Our professional loan experts are with you every step of the home buying process and through the life of your loan, making it easy to handle your finances and getting you back to what matters most. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
The First Warn Weather app. Download it today.
Hey, welcome back and a good Monday afternoon to you. Before we get to today's forecast, which is much different from yesterday, let's revisit yesterday, which felt like mid to late May with those temperatures in the 70s, record-shattering highs by 8 degrees in La Crosse and by 12 degrees in Eau Claire. Both of those old records were in 1994. Rochester to the west shattered their record by 16 degrees. That is almost unheard of when you set a new record high or low for that matter. It was also the first time reaching 70+ degrees in La Crosse and a new record for the earliest time doing that. The old record was March 5th in 2000. And it was the warmest temperature in La Crosse in over 5 months. The last time we were that warm, last October 24th, when it was also 74 degrees. All right, let's get to today now. A little different. We've got cloud cover, we've got rain, we've had some thunder and lightning as well. 44 the high so far today, 33 the low, and we may end up right around that for our high. 40 and 21 are the averages, and so far just about 1/3 of an inch of rainfall with these scattered showers as they continue to move through from southwest to northeast. Light rain out at the airport, 40 degrees, 41 downtown. Winds are light, but they do get a little gusty around the showers and any thunder activity as well. Eau Claire, you're still primarily dry, but cloudy with a temperature of 43 degrees. Let's play Find the Cold Front. Pretty easy today. Right about here, we've got 60s and 70s to the south of it, 30s and 40s to the north of it, and that's where we're located. Temperatures in the 30s and 40s across the region, although some 50s over southeastern Wisconsin. Look at the temperature change, anywhere from 20 to 30 degrees cooler than this time yesterday, and that's only going to widen in terms of that range over the next couple of hours. Again, winds a little gusty around the showers and thunderstorms, and radar will show the showers kind of moving southwest and northeast across the area, and you can see a few lightning strikes on the radar, indicating those scattered thunder showers in spots, and you can also see some mixed colors. That could be some sleet, some small hail, even some snow falling to the north and west, especially west of Eau Claire. Watch out for that. Maybe in the Chippewa Valley later today could see some brief bursts of snow as well. As this low continues to pivot northeast along that frontal boundary, that's what's causing the surge of moisture across the region. So Sky Tracker will show the periodic showers, maybe some thunderstorms, and again that mix of sleet and snow in spots to the north and west, and then that all pivots to the east and tapers by about 10 o'clock tonight. And tomorrow, we're looking at clearing skies overnight and plenty of sunshine for our Tuesday. Now, in terms of rainfall, maybe 1/2 inch in spots, especially any areas that see some thunder activity. And in terms of any severe threat, I think that's primarily to our south and east. Just a small chance for a storm, a stronger storm, I should say, over southern and eastern parts of the state. Around here, though, cloudy, much cooler with those periodic showers. 45 for the high. Again, some thunder, some sleet, even some snow in spots. 31 tonight with decreasing clouds overnight. And then back in the 50s tomorrow and Wednesday. Another precip chance later in the week, Thursday night into Friday. Maybe some rain and snow showers on Friday with highs in the 40s for Friday and right through the weekend as well, but warming up again into the start of next week. So quite a shock to the system compared to yesterday's highs in the 70s. Alexandra?
Yeah, definitely. I'm still expecting it to feel like 70 out there, but it does not. All right, Bill, thank you. Shooting her way into the history books, Caitlin Clark is now the highest scoring Division I college basketball player, surpassing a record that stood for 54 years. We'll have the story of her incredible achievement coming up next.
We've done many, many renovations. We bought an old house and have made it into an up-to-date house. Whenever anything involves plumbing, the first call I make is to Maxwell White. Their technicians put together a great final product.
To everyone who believes in tradition, come enjoy a few of ours from Wisconsin.
People in Wisconsin love a good fish fry.
Really love. And we love sharing it with guests everywhere.
At Culver's, we still batter our North Atlantic cod by hand to order.
And we cook it to a crispy, golden perfection just for you.
For you.
For you.
So it's crispy outside, flaky inside.
Let us take care of you. With some homegrown traditions we were raised on.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
At NCAA Championships, noise is made here. Memories are made here. Champions win here. The only thing missing here is you. The NCAA Division III Wrestling Championship, coming to La Crosse, Wisconsin this March. Get your seats at ncaa.com/tickets.
Whether it's a bathroom remodel or comprehensive plumbing services, we at Maxwell White strive to keep our neighbors safe and comfortable in their homes, offering honest, upfront pricing on every service, all backed by a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Call Maxwell White today.
Download the News 8000 app today. Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
Caitlin Clark stands alone as the highest scoring Division I college basketball player. The old record of 3,667 points set by Pistol Pete Maravich stood for 54 years. Clark beat that record yesterday in front of her home fans in Iowa. Jan Crawford has more.
This for college basketball history.
An ordinary shot.
She does it on the foul.
To cap an extraordinary achievement.
Caitlin Clark becomes the all-time leading scorer in major college basketball history.
On Sunday, Caitlin Clark needed just 18 points.
She ties it with that one.
To break the all-time NCAA scoring record, men or women, and pass LSU legend Pistol Pete Maravich.
A history-making shot from the free throw line there. Is that going through your mind at all?
Not really, but then when they announce it and everybody screams, that's when I knew, but pretty cool.
Clark got to the top with a career defined by jaw-dropping buckets from the logo that you have to see to believe. And like with all her games, yesterday's featured the next generation of girls she has inspired.
All of us kind of want to be like her.
How will she go for history?
In her 4 years at Iowa, Clark has rewritten the record books many times over, cementing her status as one of the biggest draws in college basketball history.
The ticket price to get in to see Iowa play Ohio State was the highest ever recorded for any women's basketball game, college or professional, in the United States. I think that says it pretty well.
Clark is the consensus #1 pick in the upcoming WNBA draft.
Clark.
But before then, there is March Madness, and Clark isn't reveling yet in the record.
A record is a record. I don't want that to be the reason people remember me. I hope people remember me for the way I played with a smile on my face, my competitive fire. Sure, they can remember the wins, but also the fun me and my teammates had together.
Jan Crawford, CBS News.
You go, girl. Stay with us. We have one more check of your forecast after the break.
Chart your career with a welding position at Chart Industries. Do you have a year or more of welding experience? Starting wages up to $35 per hour. We have the job for you. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
At Benedictine Living Community La Crosse, assisted living is about the freedom to choose the things you want to do while leaving the chores and home maintenance behind. We provide you the independence you desire while offering assistance when you need it most. The freedom to live the way you choose. This year, start enjoying the life that you deserve. A life where you come first. Experience the Benedictine difference. Benedictine Assisted Living Community La Crosse. Live fully. Live well.
Well, that was too close. If we keep waiting, it'll get one of us.
I know these things can be a real hazard, but groundwater does this to concrete all the time.
Water did this.
But it's okay. You can lift it back up.
Well, let's get lifting.
Let's do it.
The effects of water can be surprising, but at Innovative Basement Authority, we'll do a complete home inspection for free so you can put water back in its place. Schedule a free home inspection today.
Ever wonder why most window replacements fail? It's the installation process. Hi, I'm Steve from ClearChoice. Many companies rush through installations using the caulk and walk methods. They pop the old windows out, slap the new ones in, add a few screws and smears of caulk, then hurry on to the next job. Your window ends up barely hanging on. At ClearChoice, our Weather Guardian installation process ensures your windows are secure and airtight. Don't compromise on quality. Choose ClearChoice Window and Home Solutions for windows that stand the test of time.
Chart your career with a welding position at Chart Industries. Do you have a year or more of welding experience? Starting wages up to $35 per hour. We have the job for you. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
The 8000 Plus app. Stream on your time.
Well, some much-needed moisture across the region today with rain, even some thunder, small hail and sleet in spots, and even some snow up to the north and west. So watch for that, especially in Eau Claire and the Chippewa Valley later today. Much cooler, highs only in the 40s today, about 30 degrees cooler than yesterday. Dry and back in the 50s tomorrow and Wednesday.
All right, Bill, thank you, and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at noon. We'll see you back here tonight. Have a great day.